Good morning. Welcome back to the morning Qi Gong class with the Levy Tai Chi School and myself, Lao Shi Paul Nettles. It is Monday, November the 9th, and I am, as you can see, up on the front porch again. We got quite a bit of rain last night, or yesterday afternoon, and this morning a little bit, so yard's off limits for a few hours at least, so back on the porch. Pleased to be here no matter where I am. Good to be with you as always. I was thinking this morning about what to say, as I usually do. I usually try to come up with something clever, interesting, useful in the mornings for you to start off our time and let people catch up. It's my experience that people, when given an 8 a.m. deadline, don't always catch up immediately, so give my few live viewers a minute or two to get up and move and get the computer going, all that. I was thinking about a very personal thing that I am going to be working on this year, probably more so than usual. It has been my experience and has been my emotional downfall probably as well, that the moment Halloween passes, it seems as though the coming holidays and the new year are approached on a greased slide. It seems October 31st rolls around, Halloween is gone, and then all of a sudden Thanksgiving is the next week, and then Christmas is the next week, and the New Year's is the next week, and it's all over. And I realize, obviously, that it's not quite the case. I mean, I know that Thanksgiving and Christmas do come fairly close, and of course New Year's always comes close to Christmas. It has to. But it's just perception that it is this sudden mad dash down through the days to the new year, that everything is fast forward, everything is commercialized, and everything is Christmas ads on TV and Christmas themes on the TV shows, and everything is consumed by go, more, bigger, all the things that a capitalist society thrives on. And I'm not decrying capitalism, I'm not decrying anything except our perceptions of that time and how important it is for me especially to hold the reins perhaps a little tighter, to make sure that the team of horses that drags me forward does not drag me forward at a breakneck pace, which tends to happen around the holidays. Plans with family and places to go and things you have to do have a certain import at this time of year and occur more this time of year. There's more traveling to see family, there's more traveling to town to get things, there's more activity of all sorts. There's preparing, if you decorate the house, if you are hosting, heaven forbid, a Thanksgiving celebration. I mean, it's a lot of doing. And it can be very overwhelming, especially if you're like me. You tend to be an introvert. If you have a small circle of friends, if your family is maybe not the closest thing in the world to you, or that your family causes, I think like most of us find, maybe an undue amount of stress at times. Now is the time when you really need to slow down, to look at yourself, look at your form, look to your form for comfort, look to your self-care. This is the time more than ever when it's important. We already have a tremendous amount of stress and strain going on. We've just, I won't say finished a time of stress and strain with the elections, because we know it's not going to be easy to do the handover of power. It won't be handed over, I'm to understand. So we know that there's more stress and strain on that front coming. Holidays are stressful It's a lot going on, unless you're one of those people who just absolutely live for all things Christmas and Halloween, or Christmas and Thanksgiving. It's a tough time. So, like I say, now more than ever, go into your yoga practice, your Tai Chi practice, your Qi Gong practice. Stick with it. Work hard now. I would have hoped you've been working hard for the past months and months, and you'll go into this with a stronger head of steam. But if you haven't, if you're starting right now, if Sunday was your first beginner class, then practice. Practice, practice. Every day, a little bit. You don't have to go at this 4 or 5 hours a day. There's no sense in that. There's no sense in sitting zazen for half the day. Not that anybody could anymore, but definitely practice daily. Stay with it. Stick with it. Focus good. Don't beat yourself up when you fail, because you will fail. It happens to all of us. And it will help get you through this coming tumult, this upcoming holiday season. That's all I got. I know it doesn't seem like much, but trust me, a little self-care goes a long way. A little Qigong goes a long way. Stick with it, practice it, enjoy it. This should be a joyous thing. It should be enjoyable. Let it do its work. Let it help soothe you and calm you. And when you're in the middle of carving the turkey and Uncle George is screaming at you that you didn't cut the thigh off right, and little Susie is hollering that she wants to sit somewhere, doesn't want to sit at the kids' table, and your mom is telling you that you've botched your life and you didn't become a doctor like she wanted you to. Put the knife down, take a few deep breaths, find your center again, think about your self-care, and carry on. It'll make it better. I'm going to relay a very quick analogy, a little story that I was told actually by one of my senior students, my very first Tai Chi student actually. She teaches math. For a very long time she taught at Peabody, which was an extraordinarily high-stress job and very, very difficult on a lot of fronts. And she had been taking Tai Chi with me for quite some time. And she said that the class, as usual, was getting rowdy and got out of hand. And instead of yelling or screaming or throwing something or doing whatever she might have ordinarily done, she stopped and she brought herself to her center and she took a deep breath. And she said the entire class in about 5 seconds fell deathly quiet, terrified. They had no idea what she was doing. She had always reacted in different ways. She always had a system that worked for the most part. And then she did something very, very, very different. And very, very, very quiet. She just stopped and she took a breath. And she said you could hear a pin drop in the room. And she resumed teaching. And it helped her, not because, obviously because the class settled down, but because it recentered her. Instead of being pushed into a place of angry reaction or strain or stress or wanting to yell or anything that had worked or not worked in the past, it put her on a new path. A path of, okay, let's just take it and let's roll back a little bit. So, give it a shot. You never know. And the more you practice, the stronger it gets. Let's begin with our first sow, shall we? Change the camera angle just a little tiny bit. I'll tell you a secret. When I'm practicing up here, and I am more centered than not, my right hand usually ends up bumping that window. This porch isn't very deep, so I'm going to set this off a bit so I can be a little bit off-centered on the porch. And I have enough room to operate properly. Let's drop this down just a little bit. Sorry, we'll get this done in just a second. There we go. New phone, still learning. Always learning. All right, first sow. Lifting the heavens. Breathe out. Owl gazes backwards. Breathe out. Draw a bow. Breathe out. Stars fall to earth. Lion wags tail. Breathe out. Marry heavens and earth.
in. Quan Ti sits on throne. His throne. Breathe in. And stamp the earth.
Well done. Well done. You know, we get bogged down sometime in a very Western mindset of we have to do this, we have to work out, we have to go to the gym. No one ever says, I'd like to go to the gym. No one ever says, I'd like to go, lift weights for half an hour. I have to. It becomes an obligation. I hope that as you progress in the form, you find this not to be an obligation, but a joy, a reward in itself. I, even from the beginning, could feel the difference in a number of factors in myself after doing the form one time as a beginner, much less as an advanced practitioner. So as you pursue your form, one, be proud of yourself for doing this, and enjoy it. Be proud of enjoying it. There's nothing wrong with enjoying this. This is hopefully an enjoyable thing. Don't be afraid to reward yourself. Don't be afraid to pat yourself on the back. This is it's half an hour of your time. It's a good bit of your physical effort. Your time is valuable. Your energy is valuable. And you have worked hard. And you've reaped the benefits. But be proud of that. Be glad for that. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of you doing it. I'm proud that every day I get about 100 to 130 viewers who I assume a good chunk of them are doing the form along with me, which is really cool as hell. That's really neat. I hope you're finding what you need. I hope you're finding some peace, a measure of calm, a measure of strength and flexibility. I hope your lung capacity is increased. I hope you breathe easier. I hope your mind is more at rest. I hope you find a measure of peace with it and a measure of joy, especially during this turbulent season coming up. We're going to get through it. You and all of us, we're going to keep doing the videos, and we'll keep practicing, and we'll go right on through Christmas and New Year and into 2021 with a little more calm and a little more patience and a little more focus and a little more strength, a little more flexibility, a little lower blood pressure, all the good things. All right, I have a full docket of places I have to run to and things I have to drop off and pick up, and some enjoyable work I want to do with a friend. See? Mindfulness. I don't have to, I want to. I want to help my friend and drop off eggs and pick up some things myself. So, I hope you don't have to do anything today. I hope you find enjoyable things you want to do. I hope you find joy in the things you have to do. And I hope you have a marvelous time at it. Remember, Sunday classes are now beginner classes. We're going to do very slow, deep intros. We're going to really dig into the foundation work on Sundays. So if you're new at this and you're confused, you're lost, or if you want to join in, or if you have friends you think might want to join in, direct them to the Sunday videos. Our Sunday videos will be our return to foundation classes. So good stuff for beginners and folks who just want to catch up with the foundation again, who want to revisit that. Nothing wrong with that at all. And then, of course, tomorrow's Tuesday. We'll be here in the morning, bright and early, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, or whenever you catch us on YouTube or Facebook or whatever. And we'll keep being here if you keep being here. All right. Until then, please stay safe. Be well.